The Babylon Project was a dream given form. Its goal:
Hello there, welcome back to the channel. This is Nerd World, and today we're going into the Babylon 5 universe and looking at a not often covered subject, but one that I think as fans we're all kind of interested in, but there's so little of it. I thought I'd do a little video on it just so we know what we know, and that is on the first 4 Babylon stations. Today, of course, starting with Babylon 1, simply known as the Babylon Station. Before we get started, though, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And check out my other channels and other such things, social media links, everything linked in the description below. With that out of the way, let's get started. The backstory to the construction of the Babylon Stations should be the beginning of our tale. So basically, the Earth Alliance was an expanding power in the 2230s and 40s. Coming out of the Dilgar War, Earth had a lot of goodwill with its neighbours and began to expand its frontiers in all directions, building new ships, establishing new colonies, outposts, massively capitalising on the rich industrial resources and exploitation of humanity of the stars. In their arrogance, they had a run-in with a much older, more advanced race, far older than the ones they were used to dealing with, and that was the Minbari. Now, it's a whole other video in and of itself what happened here, but basically they done fucked up with dealing with the Minbari, and it started a war.
Arrogance and stupidity all in the same package. How efficient of you.
The Earth Minbari War specifically, which was a powerfully bad time for humanity, and would be effectively one of the key moments in the history of the human race, a time when they learned that they won't always win. Yes, the Minbari surrendered at the Battle of the Line, but it wasn't because they were losing, which again is its own story. So, the Minbari surrender, Earth goes on, and to prevent such another catastrophic apocalyptic war from happening again, they decide to build the Babylon Stations in the spirit of the long-forgotten United Nations of Old Earth, a way to bring together the different races, powerful and not powerful alike, to put them into one place so they can talk out their differences peacefully and negotiate between themselves in neutral environment, in neutral space. This was the dream of the Babylon Stations. Babylon 1, which was red in coloration, it is believed that these stations would have taken on the spectrum, well, the basic colours of the spectrum. So, yeah, basically red, orange, yellow, green, and then blue for Babylon 5, of course. Each of these stations was different, but it is said that Babylon 4 was the largest and Babylon 5 was the smallest. Now, although the creator stated that the first 3 were going to be basically the same design as B4, that doesn't seem to be the case on what we have seen of the stations, more specifically what we've seen of the first space station. The station would suffer during the early stages of its construction an infrastructure collapse, which may or may not have been caused by sabotage, by person or persons unknown, either human or alien. There are elements that were opposed to the creation of the Babylon Project. They could have been xenophobic human elements or certain radical, even Minbari elements that didn't want to see this, such as the crew of the Trigati. Someone out there was responsible for it, but it's not entirely clear who it was. It may also, in this one's case, have genuinely been an accident. And there we go. That's pretty much all we know about it. We know that they would go on to salvage certain components from the station to recycle into the construction of the second Babylon station, but it is believed that they were all built in different locations, but where they were, other than knowing that Babylons 4 and 5 were relatively close to each other within the Epsilon sector, it's not known if 1, 2 and 3 were being constructed in the same area. But at the moment, that's all we know about Babylon 1 as the universe stands. At least anything concrete anyway. So if you've made it all this in this video, it is only a quick one for today. Please like, share, subscribe, and again comment down below, and bye bye.